Hello.
I'm already down one glass of champagne.
Oh my God, this is what's going on.
I got my feet on the ground. I'm trying desperately to do a 30, 60 day, 90-day plan for my current position because got to do it.
Okay. So take me from the beginning. What's happened and talk me through.
So interview on Friday, as you know. And I mean, I came away from it knowing I gave it my best. I know I gave it my best. The presentation was brilliant. I think I delivered it really well. They didn't appear to have any questions that they wanted me to cover. And I sort of took it from that I'd covered what I needed to do in that presentation. So your guidance of making sure that I spoke about me more so than the delivery of what I think the challenges are, I think, more than anything else. And I did it. I rewrote it, practiced it, done. And then they asked me actually just 4 questions on the 4 different topics: the delivering at pace, making effective decisions, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to bother to remember them anymore but for today. And I was good. And I mean, I fell into the trap, we practiced it where you said, where they said to me, so if you'd had to do that again, what would you do better? And I didn't hear the alarm bells. I only heard the alarm bells as I was answering the question. And I went, I'm going down the pit of no desire. And it was one where I said I didn't think I'd pushed hard enough to understand the budget. And I said, so I said, but you know what? Lessons learned. I will never do that again. I will always make sure I understand that. So I think I saved myself. And no, so it was good. 2 guys. One guy seems non-committal, really old school, seemingly very government typical, or what would you say? Stereotypical view of what I go. But they weren't, as you said. They were both employees of I'm losing my words. The employment agency. Right. I did Google the one guy because I got his name like 5 minutes or just as they arranged the meeting. So I Googled him and I actually found him, but his LinkedIn profile was so bad. I wasn't sure whether I'd got the right person. It could have been anybody. As it turns out, it was actually him, and he was really nice, Scottish guy. So a good about 10 minutes to build rapport with him because the other guy was late. And then, interview ended. It was a good 45, 50 minutes. And I just said, so how did I do? And the guy went, I can't answer that. Yeah. And then I just asked, when can I expect to hear? And they said, well, at the moment, we're really making decisions. They're making decisions very quickly. So you should hear swiftly. But there is a short list of people who are near misses. And then this morning an email came through and I saw it, just on my email as saying career, civil service career application. And I clicked on it and it just said congratulations. So I just went, yeah! I didn't bother to read anything else. I just went, yeah! Provisional offer, and that's based on, a DBS check, my reference checks, etc. So I'm finishing off my work stuff first, and then I'm going to carry on and complete all of that. So yeah.
So what made you reach out to me in the first place? What was going through your head, and because you obviously reached out. So what made you do that?
Because I didn't have my mojo. I wasn't confident. Gary, honestly, if it hadn't have been for you, this one was yours. This one, I have to say, is yours. I mean, that's why I called you out beforehand, just go, you've got to give me some hints and tips on making sure I do this right. Because I really, really wanted this job. Literally everything about that spec just fitted me. And I know I can do it. I know I'm going to be absolutely run off my feet, probably exhausted, probably needing to bang my head against a brick wall and go, what the hell did I take on? But
you'll be fine.
It's just going to be brilliant brilliant for me to have on my CV. And it's a 2-year contract. So hopefully by the end of those 2 years, I'll have made my, my place, and I'll be able to secure another job within the civil service quite without much of an issue. That's my intention anyway.
Great.
So
what was it from our session that you took away from? What did you use?
You're being confident, making sure that I excel or speak about the good things that I do well, the things that are my strengths, the things that I know deep down I'm really good at. Instead of focusing on where I think I don't fit in, I'm not that, I'm not this. It's none of that. It's about what am I and what can I give and what can I offer. And focusing on those rather than worrying about all the things that we all have that we're not perfect at. My strengths outweigh my weaknesses.
Yeah.
And I talk a lot.
That's okay. I mean, you know what? That's 2 jobs now.
Can we stop now?
Stop now. Oh no, genuinely, I'm so pleased for you, and I know how much this last one you wanted it.
Yeah.
And
it was like, it's my dream. This is my dream job. This is something I really, really think I can add value, and it covers all of those wonderful things from an altruistic perspective, the goodness, the good part of it that I'll be giving back to the community, as well as just all the skills that I can draw out and use.
But you know what's great is that you knew you needed some advice, right? So just a little bit, because really all the content was there. I mean, like you just said, you could easily do that job.
Yes, but it's how to present it.
Yeah.
And instead of being the good old, open book, put everything on the table and hope that they pick up the right cards, because I think that's what I thought was okay to do. I really sold the strengths, and because without those, I'm not going to succeed. So that it's knowing, and I think ingesting it and making it your own. Because for ages I've been bobbling around thinking I don't fit in, nobody will want me, I'm not this, I'm not that, and knowing that actually I've got so much to offer if somebody would just allow me to offer what I am, and that's what this has done.
Brilliant. You know what, you've made my week. I was actually thinking about you over the weekend. I was like, well, you've done your best.
Yeah. Is my best good enough?
Yeah, and as a coach, I can't perform. You've won it. I mean, you deserved it, and you had all the attributes to win it. It's just delivering it at the time of the interview. Yeah,
and as I say, I came away with that one little of don't go down that track, and I only got it as I recovered, I think, quite well. And we're all going to make those mistakes because we're just human.
Yeah.
That I think possibly I should have taken away the good sign is they didn't look at me at all. They were so busy making notes. And I went, I can just read off my script. I don't need to make eye contact, because neither of them looked.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, neither of them looked at me, and I went, am I okay?
But that's the right thing, because they're doing the right thing. It's those 4 things that they wanted, and can you deliver them? And it's how you delivered it.
Yeah.
Now I spent some time with you. It's the delivery.
Yes.
And the content.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the one guy asked me, and I was quite pleased with that, because he asked me very specific questions that I went, he got what I said. These are the right questions. I can answer these. And it was the comparison between micromanagement and leadership. And I didn't say that during my presentation, but he picked those out, and I went, I obviously got that point across.
I mean, it's brilliant. Like to go from no opportunities to have 2. What, in the space?
Now I'm having to battle with how do I tell the guys that are because she's going to kill me. She's going to kill me. Well, no, she won't. But I mean, it's too good an opportunity to turn down. And once I explain why, I mean, again, putting through this plan, and I'm like, I'm smashing the plan, and I'm going to put it forward. and it's way above what really I should be presenting to them. And I'll say that with my head out here right now, but because it is about a bit above my pay grade what I've actually presented to them. But that's, that's it. That's what I've got to offer. If you give me, I'm going to go the extra mile. So
yeah, we're going to leave a legacy and structure for someone else to take over, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. This is my first day. Well, it's because I didn't actually tell you, the first 2 weeks I discovered what my hours were. And unfortunately, they don't fit in with what I want to. They're expecting me to work nights only. And so I raised it with one of the guys because that had never been explained to me at the beginning. And I said, my manager is the senior manager. And I just went, I'm really sorry, but nobody explained that to me. I thought I was doing rotational hours, which would have been fine, but I can't sustain a nights only. So they were brilliant. They actually then put me on a different campaign. And the woman who interviewed me for the different campaign went, why are you only applying for a team manager job? What is it that you do that you think that you should only be doing this? Why? You could do my job. And I went, well, I know I could do your job. The point is that this is an opportunity for me now, and I'm prepared to get my hands dirty. And, if that means that I'm set for other opportunities, that'll be great. But in the meantime, I'm quite happy to do this job. And she said, so she said, well, I really believe that you are a loyal person. But you see, this one's easy to get out of, because I just say this was done in July. I applied for this job in July. It's taken them this long to get back to me, and they've offered me the position. So I'm going to go for it. So.
And it's a nice problem to have, right? Especially in the current climate, and where you were like 6 weeks ago, right? So it's night and day.
I can extend my house.
Oh.
I can pay my mortgage off quickly.
Oh, that's great.
I can go on holiday next year.
Oh.
This is double what I'm earning. This salary is double what my current salary is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, but it's more in line again with
what I was earning when I came over.
Yeah.
It's now brought me to just above what I was earning.
Yeah, and the thing is that you reached out for some support when it was only a little bit of guidance you needed, and once we got you on it, then you've got all the they've got another good employee. I mean, well done. It's like you can your first day of a job, and now you've got a new one.
I have never been in this position ever, and I've never been so delirious about having received a job offer. Ever. It has never been so, it's lit up all the things. It lit up my passion, my desire, and the thing, the want to succeed and to prove and to be all. And I know this isn't going to be an easy ride, but I love the opportunity of going on it, because it's going to teach me even more. And stand me in good stead for greater things. And at this stage in my life, I never thought I'd be here. I really didn't. Oh. I thought I was sort of saying goodbye to my career of, and that I was prepared to sail. And now I'm on a, massive cruise ship. So
I love it. And if you could recommend a couple of things about me, what would it be to any friends?
And I've already, my son wants to talk to you. He's in Hong Kong, but I said, well, it doesn't matter. You can still get the same coaching. It's all on Zoom. And I literally recommend it you in every time I speak to someone who's struggling. It's because I think we should never underestimate sometimes how stuck we are, because you are. So that's what I was, stuck. And you like to, I think personally, you like to think, but no, I'm not so stuck. I'm all right. I can get myself out of this. But then you go round in this circle. And it's not until I spoke to you that I went, the light bulb comes on and I go, I can do this. I got this. It's getting that I got this feeling. And you gave that to me. that's what I got from you. I've got this. I've got that. I can do this. It's possible. It's sort of like put the focus back on me, properly putting things down and thinking carefully, instead of my mind, I'm sure, as you already picked up, goes round and round in ever increasing loops. And in the end, I just get back to where I was. I never get out of that loop to be able to look back and do it, be able to get outside of myself and go, stop, just take it concisely, carefully, and logically. There's no need to be all over the place.
Yeah. A tribute to you that you made the call, because a lot of people don't make the call in the first place.
No.
So well done. Yeah, you have to say well done to you.
Well, I knew I needed to call you for that prompt just before. I thought it's pointless me going into this massive interview and I haven't just had a word with you first. And as a result, I changed that whole presentation round.
Brilliant. Oh.
Thanks,
Okay. You have a great rest of the day, and
I'll try. I need to get this plan off.
I'm absolutely overjoyed for you, and thank you for being. Yeah, there's one thing being a coach, but you need a pupil that's going to listen and do something about it, right? It's the same as all the coaching, no doubt, you've done.
Good, I work.
The fact is, you embraced it.
Yeah.
And you just tweaked a couple of things, and now look at us. That's 2 jobs in the space of 4 weeks. So.
And I'm going to be able to put this on LinkedIn, and people are going to go, "Oh, we're bored now." I don't know, what the hell are you doing now? I thought you got a job. What's this one?
Oh, Hilary, have a great day. And
thank you. Well, thank you for celebrating with me. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
And let's hope we don't need to be using my services for a while now.
Nah. Let's hope. I'm sorry about that, but let me give your time over to someone else who needs it.
Thank you. Hilary, have a great day. Thank you for making my week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.